Hey, what's up guys? It's Phil. Last time I took a quick look at HitFilm Express, and today we're going to be looking at how to use it to tilt shift some video. So I'm going to come over here to New, and I'll have it set at this template, but it'll adjust itself to whatever video I'm loading. So I'm going to start editing. And I'll load my video in. And we'll take a look at it in the trimmer, and I only want to use about the first 20 seconds of it. So let's zoom ahead. This is a little bit of drone footage, and I'll set that as the end point. Then we'll drag it from up there down onto the timeline. Okay. And now let's make it a composite. Clicking the Make Composite Shot button, and we'll just leave the name the way it is. That's fine. Okay, and there it is. But we're not going to actually do a whole lot to this. I'm going to add something on top of it first. So I'm going to come into here, pick New, Composite Shot, and I can leave that the way it is. And I'm also going to come in and say New Plane, and I'm going to make this plane black. We've got a color picker here, but also conveniently they have white, gray, and black right here. So we got the black plane, and we're going to make a gray plane as well. You can also use white and gray. It doesn't really matter, white or black. This effect comes out the same. So I'm going to drag a black one onto here. I'm going to drag the gray one on underneath. And I'm going to make a mask. So let's expand this. And I'm going to take this rectangular mask. And let's zoom this out a little bit so I can see. I'll use the mouse wheel. And I'm going to drag this out. So it's about 1/3 of the way down. And then I'm going to come into the mask settings under the here we go, the shape, and let's give it a good bit of feather, give it a nice blur. Then can collapse that, and we're going to add another plane, black one underneath. So we've got like a sandwich of like black, gray, and black. And in fact, I'm going to put that on top, so we'll just have black, black, and gray underneath. So let's make another mask. This one will go underneath here, again about 1/3 of the way. And we'll give it about the same feather, so let's look at what we used for that one. This was about 224, something like that. So we'll come down to this one, mask effects, shape, and feather strength, somewhere around there. And that looks pretty good. So now we can come back to our footage. Now we're going to take our composite shot 2, which we will find over here in the media, there it is, and just drag it underneath of there. And in fact, it doesn't even need to be visible. You can hide it if you want. So now we're going to take a look at the main footage, go under Effects and Blurs, and we're going to use a lens blur and just drag that right onto the footage. And then if we look at that, you can see it blurs the entire thing. What we're going to do is hit Source Layer, and we'll use Composite Shot 2. And we'll use Lightness. It's actually luminance. And so there we go. This is what we normally think of when we see tilt shift. What it really is selective focus. So you could do this with an image in Photoshop instead of the composite shot, but then you don't have the option of changing it on the fly. Let's go back to our video. Suppose we had a large building covering half the side here, and that building kind of moves in the shot because the camera's moving. Well, with this method, now you can create this blur and cut out that building so it doesn't affect that. Okay, so the problem with this lens blur is that it really makes the computer chug when you're trying to scrub it. And another one option is to use a preview render, but that does take a long time. Okay, we'll just stop that, and so you can get the idea. So we can just scrub a little bit. So this scene is a little bit dark, so I'm going to drag a bunch of effects on there to try and adjust it a little. So let's look at some, hide that, let's look at some color correction. And look at brightness and contrast. I'm just going to drag that on there under effects. Oops. Let's increase the brightness a little bit. Ooh, not that much. Just a little bit. And I'm going to add hue, saturation, and lightness. And this really helps with the effect if you increase the saturation a good bit. So let's open master and bring the saturation up a bit. There we go. So that was around 62 for this particular shot. And the shot was unfortunately a cloudy day, so let's add some color temperature. Open that up and adjust the temperature. That looks too blue. Bring it, I'm dragging it to the left here. We're going to brighten it up a little bit, make it a little bit warmer. And let's collapse some of these. Too many effects open. Okay. Let's look at this brightness a little bit brighter. Now, brightness, let's adjust the contrast. There we go. Maybe a little less contrast. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. So there you go. That's pretty much how it's done. And this works, I'm using HitFilm of course, but this also works almost exactly the same in After Effects. So if you're using that, you can use this same tutorial. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Have you ever done anything like this? Do you like the tilt shift effect? Some people like it, some don't. Let me know in the comments below.